going to do a response now to the Yellow Peril about bike history, just for shits and giggles really, why not? As I heard someone else say before, I'm a bit of an old git, so I'm 43 now, and I started motorbiking late, but obviously in my teens had to go on friends' bikes. First one was a Yamaha DT50, and I wore my BMX crash helmet because that's what I had. And this would have been 85, 86, probably 86, so yeah, I wasn't even old enough to ride it, but I went down the shop on it with my BMX helmet on, and that was the first time I'd ridden a geared bike. Before that, my brother and I used to share a Honda Cub, a C50, which now would be a classic moped, and you know, worth having for just to keep on the road. But back then it was a scrapper. We lived on a farm, a cottage on a farm, and it was fields and lanes. Me and my brother shared it. He's a year older than me, and that's what we did back then. We just shared things. Whether it was the C50 or a rally chopper or whatever it was, the rents just got it, and we had it between us. And we're usually both on it, or both of those, at the same time. That's the advantage of having an older brother. And he's still my hero now. So we had the 50. I went out on the DT50 for a bez down the shop, quite illegally. And after that, several years went past, and like 15, 18, and I was living in France, and over there different rules for 125s, same sort of age limit riding the things, but there's no L plates over there, and there's no restriction to pillion rider, so you can take your mate or your girlfriend on the back and go to college. So that's what everyone does at that age. So while I was out there, I got a few 125s and just riding around the lane. Just the roads were dead. Every now and again you saw a couple of cars in rural France. It was excellent. And so over there I had a Honda CG 125, which was a cool classic little bike really, early 80s. And then I got a CM 125, which was a split rear seat, a split seat on it, so it's a bit more like a chopper, laid back handlebars a little bit, mini apes, a lot more comfortable to ride. I wish I kept that. I could half fancy getting one now, just to have the little 125 around the town. Very light, but you know, still does 50 miles an hour, so it's fine for town stuff. And it was a cool little thing, I like that. Then again I thought to myself, well, let's get into something a bit more cruisy, go a bit further away from home. Still on the 125 of course, no full licence. So I got what did I get first? The Dragster, Yamaha Dragster 125, which looked and sounded a bit more like a 300 or 400, and I like that. It was I bought it off a lady who had literally gone through the complete custom chrome catalogue and put everything she could on it, which wasn't so brilliant, but you know, that's France, and for a country that has cuisine and haute couture, what it doesn't have is decent food and decent taste. So what you see in Paris is not out of Paris at all. Then after that I had the 125 Honda Shadow, which went okay. It was quick, as in it had a better top speed. It could do 75 no problem, but the exhaust sounded absolutely horrendous. I hated it, absolutely horrendous, so I didn't have that too long. Then I bought a 650 chopper, full chop with it was a Suzuki DR 650, so it had the oh, I felt the gravel then, nasty. A DT 650 engine in the chopper, which has a decompression circuit, so because it was a single thumper, kickstart only, which is good fun. Oh, people, think about what you're doing. And that had a Honda rear end and a Harley front fork, bit of a bits of this, bits of that. But it was a full chop, little tank, a bit of rake and trail, but it was a 650, so I bought it because it was cheap, as in a bargain. So I bought it, and then obviously I couldn't ride it, so I rode it a couple of times on the sly, being careful, but the gendarmes out there don't have any sense of humour whatsoever, and they like messing about with the English licence. But if they find a Brit messing about, they like taking the licence away, which happened to me with a speeding fine, but that's by and by. So I didn't have that long. I sold it for quite a bit more than I paid for it. I didn't have it long. And then when I moved back to UK, I got a couple of 125s just to get me through a couple of summers. I don't remember what it was. Oh, it was a Chinese thing, which was a Honda CG125 copy, one of these Chinese things. It's not Sinis, I can't remember what it was. Insignificant in every way, but it got me practicing again. Went to do the CBT, got that sorted, then did the direct access for a week. It was actually 4 days. I had done the theory before I even started the direct. And so once that was done and I was with a full license, I started off with a Yamaha 650. Which one was it? The XVS Dragster. It was a Dragster 650, but it was chopped. And it was okay, but just not. It was a grunty thing, but no top end. It wouldn't do more than 80. Foxy thing. Then that's no good for me. So I sold that end of last summer. Didn't get anything for a while. And then this spring I got what I have now, the Ironhead Harley, which is 1000. This is the proper XLH, the old one, not a new 883 nonsense. And this thing, this little Suzy 600 GSXF something. No one cares. I'm surprised anyone still listens to this drivel by now.